Healthy choices are easier than you think. With Healthy Planet on your side, more vitality and better health are yours for the taking. Beauty, nutrition, vitamins, and more. Find it all at Healthy Planet. There's sure to be more and more health-conscious people on your gift list this year, and the surest way to stuff their stocking with smiles is a gift or gift card from Healthy Planet for the holidays. Great for those New Year's resolutions, too. Healthy Planet. Live life healthy. 23 locations and growing. Visit healthyplanetcanada.com. Official partner of your Toronto
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good morning, Divas, and welcome to the Divas That Care. I am Candace Gish, and I am the host of the show. Well, oh my goodness, I am just really excited about today's show, ladies. You know, today is going to be so much fun. I have an amazing, wonderful young diva that I'm going to be welcoming to our diva family, and you're going to love her. This young lady is doing so many amazing things out there, and I know once you get to know her, you're going to love her, and you're going to be wanting to lock arms with her and maybe help her on her journey to greatness out there. So Megan Lau, welcome to our show, or Lo, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much, Candace. I'm so excited to be on your show today.
Well, Megan, I am very, very honored and grateful that you're on our show today. I'm really excited. You know, this is amazing. You know, we had my assistant got us in contact with each other, and I'm excited because when I had the opportunity to read over your bio and go through your website and learn a little bit about you, I was just overwhelmed. You are doing so many amazing things out there. Oh, wow. Well, I just want you to spend, before we kind of dive into our show, Megan, can you spend, a couple of minutes sharing who you are and what you're all about?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Megan, and I'm from the sunny Southern California, right next to Disneyland, which is the happiest place on earth, of course. And I'm actually a junior in high school right now. I just turned 16 a couple months ago. I've been a Girl Scout since kindergarten, and I've loved STEM all of my life, even before I could sit on a bicycle.
You're amazing. Oh, wow. So you are a high school student. So, ladies, listen to this. This girl is 16 years old, and when you learn the things that she has done already, by the time she's 16, you're going to be absolutely amazed. You know, this is why we do this show, Divas That Care, and have amazing people like you on the show, Megan. Okay, so let's dive in, Megan.
Thank you so much.
This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's share a little bit about what your background is and the things that you've been doing.
Yeah, definitely. So my organization is Gear Up for Youth, and I am the founder and president. Our mission is to close the gender gap in the technology industry. And to do this, I've mobilized over 130 volunteers from 25 different high schools in order to give the opportunity and spread technology to different girls around my area. And we've reached over 6,500 girls so far through the 7 main aspects of my organization, which are interactive classes, field trips, family events, expos, presentations and performances, international outreach, and the book that I just published.
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear what she just said? She is the founder and the president of Gear Up for Youth. And ladies out there, I'm going to be posting all of this stuff on our social media because you're going to be absolutely floored when you go through this. She's 16 years old. She has 130 volunteers that help her out in 25 schools, and she has already reached over 6,500 girls. Oh, my goodness, Megan, congratulations. That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor.
Oh, well, this is perfect. Okay, so tell me what Gear Up for Youth is. I know that you're doing a lot of stuff. You've got your field trips, you've got your classes, but for some of them that might not understand, let's kind of go down to the basics. Why is it that you started Gear Up for Youth, and what is it that you're doing with these girls?
Yeah, definitely. So I started Gear Up for Youth when I was in middle school, but it actually stems from way back in elementary school. So like I said, I've been interested in STEM, especially technology, since I was really, really little. And in elementary school, I was really lucky to be able to have the opportunity to go to a couple summer camps that were related to technology. And in those summer camps, the first summer camp that I went to, I was really surprised because the boys' bathroom line was actually 10 times longer than the girls' bathroom line. And that was the first time I've ever seen something like that. And the reason was because in my class, for all of the technology summer camps, there were about 20 boys and only 2 girls that attended that summer camp. And so I realized that the gender stereotypes for technology were really hindering girls from trying to pursue technology in general or finding interest in technology. And those kinds of gender stereotypes followed me from elementary school all the way up until now. And in middle school, I learned that in the technology industry, only 15% of the workforce is female, and of those, only 5% are made up of the minority and underserved. And that really sparked me to want to make a change. I really wanted to make a difference and the gender gap in the technology industry. And to do that, in middle school, I started my program at a local library with about 10 to 15 girls. And we did some basic coding with drag and drop blocks, and I incorporated some fun interactive games like Minecraft characters, or from the Disney movie Frozen, I believe. There were some characters from there, so it was
Nice.
a lot of fun. And afterwards, a lot of the parents came up to me and they were like, this was really fun. It was a great opportunity that normally girls don't have, and it would be great if you could do more. So that inspired me to get into contact with one of the local Boys and Girls Clubs around my area, because Boys and Girls Clubs are basically where a lot of the underserved and under-resourced kids go after school.
Yes.
Because they don't have anywhere else to go after school, so a lot of them go there. And I figured that would be a really great opportunity to spread the message of technology to the underserved. And the first time I went there, actually, I was really surprised because the reaction's completely different from the girls at the library. Instead of being really engaged by coding, some of the girls actually came up to me. There was this one girl, Melissa, and she said, oh, I don't want to do this program. And then I asked her why, and she said, my dad says technology is for boys, so I don't want to do that. And so that really got me thinking. Yeah, it was really surprising to me because I didn't have that kind of experience while I was growing up. So I decided to change up my curriculum a little bit and to get a more engaging lesson plan, which is why I turned to colorful Lego robots, because Legos are really, when they're really colorful, they're able to engage more with the Lego robots. And actually, by building the robots themselves, they're able to connect with the robots and feel like it's their own thing that they're building. And it really encourages them to explore more with the programming and to see their own creation run, walk, change different colors, and say different things.
Oh my goodness. Megan, I don't even know what to say. I am just so overwhelmed and just so proud. You know, your parents just must be just over the moon. I think what you're doing is a game changer out there. And to think that you're out there and really impacting so many young minds is just, it's just beautiful and fantastic. And I love
Thank you so much.
What made you think of that? Like, this is just something that you've been thinking about. It just comes to you naturally. And you're just coming up with different ideas to engage people. I think that's just fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it actually comes from my personal experience. I was really interested in Lego robots when I was little. And actually, my parents got me a Lego Mindstorm for my birthday one time. And I spent so much time building those Lego Mindstorms. I built a dog. I could build a guitar. There were so many different possibilities with Lego robots, and I felt that was really amazing. And because of that personal experience, I decided to bring that over to the girls in the Boys and Girls Club. And with their Lego robot, they can build a bee flying around a flower. or they can build a helicopter that drops down and rescues a panda. So it's a lot of fun for them, and they get to build something that's really adorable and also program at the same time.
Oh, yeah. What is a great way to open up their imagination to the possibilities. And that's what I really love about the entire thing that you're doing is that, you know, girls are so creative. They're so imaginative. And if we can just
definitely
encourage them and inspire them into a different way, can you just imagine what these young girls are going to be able to do in the future? You are just,
oh my gosh.
just kind of inspired a next generation of scientists or like just everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Way to go, girl. Okay, so this is exciting. Okay, you're going to the Boys and Girls Club and you're doing these programming things. One of the things I know that our listeners are going to be wondering, I know that you are in California. Is this something that you can offer online? Is this something that, you know, girls from, you know, other parts of the United States and even Canada and other parts of the world can kind of reach you and watch like a program that you're doing?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely an interesting idea that I've been playing with. So we can actually try to do that in person if someone is interested in starting a chapter. If they want to start a chapter in their area, all they have to do is email me at info.gearupforyouth.org, info.gearupforyouth@gmail.com, or you can send me an email, send me a message through our website. If you go to my website, gearupforyouth.org, and go to contact us, that would be really cool if we could get started talking about a chapter. And it would be really interesting to make this into a chapter or make it into a video so more people around the world could be able to see it. I never thought about that.
You know what? And what a great thing, because if you can get chapters in different locations, you know, in the United States and Canada, and inspire some of these other high school students, university students to get involved in
definitely.
this. I think that would be great, because then there's all different types of boys and girls clubs, you know, all over that they could probably inspire others. Well, we'll definitely have to connect you, Megan, to some of our amazing divas out there, because I know there's probably some ladies listening today that are like, oh my goodness, I can help Megan get that going. So we're definitely going to get you in contact with these ladies. But definitely think, Megan, about doing a video like that, or, you know, a monthly online thing where, you know, these girls can maybe tune in and be inspired by you. Definitely do is inspire all these people out there.
Yeah, because going online would make me be able to reach all over the world, internationally and nationally, to the other side of the country. That would be really amazing to make my impact so big.
Oh my goodness! Well, I know that you're going to do some amazing things out there, Megan, and we're definitely going to be backing you up in any way that we can at the Divas That Care, because we just love what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to be mentioning now, you wrote a book. Okay, so divas out there, this young woman, this amazing young diva has also written a book. So Megan, let's talk about the book and why our listeners should go out there and purchase it for somebody.
Yeah, so I came up with the idea of a book while I was at one of my events. So a lot of the parents started coming up to me asking, oh, how do you do this activity? What are the steps and what are the materials? Am I able to do this at home? And due to some of the requests, I thought, hey, why not make this into a book? So anyone around the world can be able to look at these different experiments and do STEM right at their own home. And so all of the materials inside my book are able to be found right at home. They're all common household items, and all of the activities are super duper fun. Personally tested by me, of course, and a lot of the girls that came up to me, they said that these were their personal favorites. For example, we have fluffy slime in there. That's one of the best. A lot of girls love it, and they can actually make this slime at home. So I heard that fluffy slime is actually a really big trend right now around the teenagers. And basically, it's teaching them about polymers and how to turn long liquid glue into a really stretchy, slimy mess. And you think that
oh my goodness.
glue is pretty liquid when you first touch it, right? But this turns that liquid into a really stretchy polymer that's all stuck together. And it's so fun to play with. All of the girls love stretching it.
That's
and
awesome.
Squeezing it and throwing it up into the air. They can actually bounce it. And we also have activities like harmonica. Harmonica is a really fun one. It's actually only made out of 2 popsicle sticks and a couple other materials, but just sticking 2 popsicle sticks together and blowing through them, you can make a whole bunch of different sounds with different materials and different sizes. So the waves, the sound waves are made from vibrations when something is moving up and down really fast. And so when you blow through the harmonica, the wind causes the rubber band that's inside of the 2 craft sticks to vibrate, and the vibrations come out as sound waves. And it's really interesting to the girls.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of everything in this book.
Yeah, definitely. We also have stuff like lava lamps, which are really, really cool. We have bubble snakes, hoop gliders. It's a lot of fun. And all of these they can do right at their own home. So
so this is why this would be a perfect gift for a young, amazing woman out there, a young lady out there for them. All these.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, wow, my goodness. I love it, Megan.
This is
great. Just in time for Christmas. Yes. Well, everybody's looking for those last-minute things to get, and why not inspire a young girl out there? I know that you and I had talked, and I am a mother of 4, and my one daughter is very much into science, and she's into STEM, and she's got everything and anything in her room, and I'm always about that encouragement of science. I'm like, I just love it that she's so involved in it and wanting to do different things. And she's like, well, I might be an engineer or I might be a biologist.
Oh my gosh,
she really loves math and science, and and I said the sky's the limit. There's just so much out there, and she's like you. She's an entrepreneur, and I just love that entrepreneurial spirit and the inspirational spirit on how to help others. So I'm inspired by you, Megan, and I just wanted to say thank you for all that you were doing for the youth out there, the girls out there, and the inspiring things that you're doing, because you are definitely a game changer when it comes to how people are going to perceive things in the future. I think that people are going to really look up to you. Obviously, with everything that you've done in the short period of time that you've done it, you are definitely a game changer out there and a beautiful change maker. So thank you so much, Megan.
No, thank you so much. I'm honored.
Okay, so Megan, is there anything, last-minute things that you would love to share with our listeners today?
Yeah, so if you're a young listener, just like me, I want to say that you should always pursue your passion, no matter how young or how old you are. There is no age limit to changing the world. And as long as you pursue your passion and turn your passion into action, you're able to do anything, change anything, anywhere around the world. And if you're a mom or a parent out there, I just want to say that it's really important to encourage your kids when you see that they have an interest and develop that passion, and always encourage them to pursue it, like my mom. So my mom always brought me to different science fairs and science festivals when I was young. She also bought me a lot of STEM books and exposed me to different kinds of engineering and technology, and I feel like she was my personal cheerleader when I was trying to pursue my passion, and she really developed and fostered my passion in technology and inspired me to foster the same passion in technology in the girls that I'm teaching today and empower those girls. She really drives me to make a change and make a difference every day in the world.
Oh, well, Megan,
So
I think your mother is
Mom.
amazing. She is an amazing mom. Well, a big shout out to her for sure. Oh, wow. Well, Megan, it has been a pleasure. Oh, my goodness. It has been an absolute pleasure. And for all of our listeners out there, I am excited to let you know that Megan is actually submitting her story into our anthology for the Young Divas That Care. So we are very honored and grateful that, Megan, you are doing that, because I can't wait for our listeners out there to, read your story.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you do, Megan. For any of our listeners that are wanting more information about Megan and what she's doing, as I said, I will be posting all of this information on our social media so that you all have. And just to let you know, all of our calls are recorded, too, so that you can send these recordings out to your friends and family. So you can check out those recordings at divasthatcare.com. Oh, Megan, thank you so much for being my amazing guest today. It was a pleasure having you. I hope that you will come back on the show again when you have lots of things to share with us. We would love to have you back. Oh, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas break and that you have – I can't wait to hear what's going to happen in 2019 for you. So thank you so much, Megan.
Yes. Here's to a new year.
Yes, you're going to do fantastic in the new year. And I just want to do a big shout out to all of our amazing divas out there. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. We've been doing this show now for over 8 years, and we thank each and every one of our listeners that has been really supportive of us and supportive of all of our divas that come onto our show. So thank you all. Make sure that you take this call up for Megan and, send it out to all your friends and family. Megan is doing some amazing things out there, ladies, and she's a real game changer, and she's going to be doing a lot of things, in the future. So make sure you do that. So thank you again, Megan. Thank you, our guests. And our other divas out there, and, make sure that you have an amazing Christmas and that you pay it forward. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.